So this is just a little update on the previous video which I did concerning a watch movement. This one in question here, signed Eugène Montandon Locle. Now, this piece had been saved from the scrap heap, and at this time it had been the lowest serial number and the oldest known Eugène Montandon piece. However, recently we have discovered the following piece, which is a very similar FHF style movement, and this is dating most likely circa the early 1880s. And this object is interesting in that it is even lower than the serial number of this piece. Now, this piece, which I believe was number 416, is made by an individual which is most probably Eugène Montandon, known as Montandon, Eugène Montandon. And this piece here, this bears a serial number on the movement of 379. And when we look at the backside of the movement itself, we see just the end, the 79. However, it is very interesting that there is an additional bit of information which is inscribed on the back of this cadran, and this is un nom. Now, this may seem to indicate that this was a type of instruction to the cadran, the maker, for the requirement to have the signature, which we see, which is Eugène Montandon Locle. So this is quite interesting. I've never seen this type of additional instruction on the back of a cadran. However, this is likely an older piece. It's probably from the early 1880s. And this is also interesting in that not only do we have Eugène Montandon Locle dated to this time, this would have been most likely fabricated out of Chaux de Fonds, because by 1880 he had relocated to Chaux de Fonds. However, it's interesting in that he was still signing Locle, and this is rather interesting. This is a stylistic. Locle was associated with a high quality of watchmaking. Now, this would change from time to time. Quite early in the Montandon watch history, we have Geneva appearing. Locle later became very prominent as a center for watch excellence. However, by the 1890s, certainly most of the Swiss watch fabricators were relocating to Chaux de Fonds, and especially those involved in mass production or larger scale production from factories there. But this is very interesting, the materialization of this object. So that we also have, we can also look at the other side. So the movement itself is signed Locle Eugène Montandon. This is a shortened version of Eugène. However, there is a small difference with the other piece, which is Locle above and Eugène Montandon. So clearly this was done to shorten. This would have been an old-fashioned method of shortening the names. It would have been clear by the maker by the abbreviation. We often find Henri as H-I or something, or just merely H. Or Louis could be L or LS. We would obviously be able to deduce the fabricator behind these abbreviations. So Euge is Eugène, and in this case we do have slightly smaller movement size, but it's interesting in that they have put the entire Eugène Montandon. So this is just a small update on this rare maker. We only have approximately 4 pieces at this point which have been documented. documented as his pieces, and we have the serial numbers to these. And the highest of these pieces is number 1666, and that, in fact, is the only complete Eugène Montandon watch which has been documented that we know of, and comes to us entirely complete. So I hope it was of interest, and I appreciate your questions and enthusiasm, and anything you would like answered. If you have such a piece in your collection, it would be very interesting to hear from you. But thank you, as always, for your attention, and I hope this video is received well. Bye-bye.